So how did AD get that open to take a good look for that game winner in game 2? Was it bad defense? Did somebody mess up? Or was just simply great offense on the part of Anthony Davis? A lot of people were asking me that, and there's about an hour left before game 3, so I thought this would be a good companion to watching game 3. We'll break down that last play, and we'll take a look at some of the things that both teams were doing specifically in that last quarter. But one thing is sure, it's become a very interesting series. So as you prepare to watch game 3, let's jump right into this. Let's take a look at the last 5 minutes of game 2, and right off the bat you're going to see what the Lakers are doing. They're picking up Murray early. They're not allowing him to nonchalantly just walk the ball down the floor. They're putting some kind of pressure that make it a little difficult for him to take the ball up and make him exert some effort. So as the Nuggets run their movement, it's very clear what the Lakers' philosophy is with Jokic. At least for the first 2 games, they're essentially saying to Jokic, try to beat us one-on-one. Take a look. He's got the ball here and he's already pretty deep in the post. And yet, the other Lakers, they are essentially staying home. Especially this guy. Murray's man is right there. He's not even in any kind of help position. Everyone else has dropped down a little bit, but they're not going, they're not doubling. So the thinking here is, try to beat us by yourself, Jokic. We're not allowing you to get 14, 15 assists like you normally do. And it worked. In game 1, Jokic had 2 assists or 3? Here in game 2, he had almost double-figure assists. And I think that's why, especially in these last 5 minutes, the Lakers were very strict. No help. Force Jokic to beat us one-on-one. And he very nearly did. So seeing one-on-one, Jokic goes to work and he draws that foul. In contrast, take a look at the Nuggets as they defend LeBron. Right there. On LeBron's drive, you can see he's got 3 guys on him. That's really a big converge. And we are seeing some open shooters out here. On that penetration, the Nuggets are really making it very, very difficult for LeBron. And that results in the offensive foul. Check this out again. LeBron calls for the ball screen. There's a switch. This is a switch that they like, but Dozier is a much better defender. The Nuggets like this matchup. But here's the key drop for the Nuggets defense. Right there. So as LeBron is scanning and taking a look at the floor, this is what he's seeing. There's that extra guy here. This guy is opened up. This guy is ready. And he's seeing that when he penetrates, he's going to run into all sorts of collapsing defense. So take a look what LeBron does. Forces that pass. And AD just makes a hell of a step back 3-pointer. Here it is again. Switch on the ball screen. Okay. And take a look. This is how, remember in the Clippers series, we broke down how time and time again they were able to get the ball to Jokic here in his sweet spot in the middle of the floor with all the options, either to shoot, make a pass, or make an assist. That's how the Lakers are keeping Jokic away from that spot. They whatever they're trying to do, first of all, that pressure on the ball here, that's going to be a difficult pass for Murray to make. And in the first place, because of this switch, Jokic is not open either. And so, they're covering point of attack very well, receiver very well, and that spot very well. And the Nuggets react this way. Pass. Tough shot. Just as tough as the AD three-pointer was before that. There's that ball screen again. KCP does a great job fighting that screen. But take a look. As KCP is doing that, has done a great job fighting that screen. Look at this guy here. Caruso. Again, the Lakers are posting a man in that middle of the floor, making sure that the Nuggets, specifically Jokic, doesn't get the ball there, because I'm sure they've seen the Clippers series and they saw the kind of damage Jokic does from that spot. And again, this is how the Nuggets counter. Rescreen, gets the ball right there. Penetration by Jokic, again by himself. That's what they're giving up. This time with LeBron. There's that ball screen. Check out their helper. It appears like Nuggets has their farthest man as their helper rule, especially if Jokic is involved in the ball screen. So this time it's Jamal Murray right here. Okay, but take a look at the great rotation. You'll see Jokic here supporting on that pick and roll with LeBron, and take a look at the kind of mobility this guy has and his ability to rotate and help out on defense. So Jokic is involved in that play. There's that pass, great rotation by Murray, and take a look. Here is Jokic now. His vision, his anticipation from this help situation, his ability to get out, close out all the way to this corner. Now here, this time LeBron asks for a guard to guard screen, and check out the converge right here. That's gonna be a tough situation for LeBron. Yes, he slips to cause the turnover here, but take a look at that collapse by the Nuggets. Forces that turnover, but the Lakers get back on transition defense. Again, great job on that ball screen. Kick out. That's the shot they were giving up because that was a challenge three-pointer. Okay, off a timeout, the Lakers run this fake screen right here. So that KCP faking as if he were going to set a screen, but that was really a slip into this wide open spot for a clear look at the basket. Check out how the Nuggets defend it. LeBron draws those two people, and right here he spots the open man, but Murray does a great job getting there. Challenge that shot heavily, forcing the miss. Now we get to crunch time and check how many times has Jokic been able to hit this cutter with that pass on their give and go. The Lakers do a good job taking that away, essentially because they're on single coverage, staying home on Jokic, taking away that cutter. And so now seeing this, Jokic goes to work. Again, take a look. Check out how deep Jokic is already in that paint, and still the Lakers are sticking, especially Murray's man, but everyone there, everyone on his man, leaving Anthony Davis by himself to try and stop and contain Jokic. And Jokic would not be denied. In contrast, check out the Nuggets. They get the matchup that they want, but LeBron, with that converge, that collapse, he knows that's going to be a tough shot for him, so he makes the extra pass. Right here, and wide open. KCP makes the right pass to Caruso. That's the shot they want to take, and that's the shot perhaps the Nuggets were willing to give up, but Caruso missed. Unfortunately, they were not able to rebound, and now that sets the stage up for this situation. And everybody knows what happened, but take a look. Was it bad defense or was it simply great offense? In my opinion, there was a breakdown in defense. Obviously, the rule is switch everything, switch on all screens. But was there a screen? Take a look. Movement, fake cut here. That's the first look. And see, there's no screen at all. Check out how far this is. Yeah. There was no screen at all that's being set by LeBron for Anthony Davis. Instead, it appears that Plumlee was anticipating that screen, and you can see him now pointing. He is pointing to AD and telling Grant to step out and switch. The problem was there are some photos that showed how LeBron effectively held Grant down. But again, I guess Grant wasn't really looking to switch aggressively because there was no screen. The rule is switch on all screens, but there was no screen. And that's why it was the ball handler, the inbounders man, Jokic, who was forced to rotate, and he very nearly got to this shot. But AD just makes a great play. Take a look at how far that is. There was no screen at all. That's how close it was to being 1-1 in this series. So again, let's take a look how things go in Game 3. So there you have it. Some of the favorite things the Nuggets want to do. Their ball screen between Jokic and Jamal, getting Jokic into his spots, and how the Lakers are defending it and keeping Jokic away from that sweet spot on the free throw line. Something to watch out for again as we settle down to check out Game 3 of the Western Conference Final. Catch you later.